Where thousands of lorry drivers remain stuck in some pretty grim conditions as they wait to be tested so they can leave the UK. Members of the Sikh community have rallied together to make sure truckers currently stuck due to that border closure don't go hungry. I can talk now to Ravi Singh, who runs the charity KhalsaAid. He travelled to the M20 last night with a group of volunteers, escorted by the police, and worked late into the night, providing more than 800 hot meals and snacks to those drivers. Ravi, very good to have you with us. It sounds like you were doing a fantastic job. Why did you decide to step in with this assistance?
Hi, Anita. Basically, KhalsaAid, we work around the globe and disaster areas. And but when something happens in the UK, like floods, etc., we get stuck in. And knowing what media is reporting at the time with the trucks, the jams, the ports, the political situation, but not the individual story of a truck driver stuck in his cab. So when I went down a couple of days ago to check what was going on, I was horrified, especially yesterday when we worked with the police, Kent police, who approached us in the morning saying, can you provide 800 hot meals last minute for the drivers? We said yes, because the Sikh community around the UK is very supportive. So in Kent, the Sikh temple, we approached them, say, look, can you get these ready? They agreed within 2.5 hours. They cooked 800 hot meals. And it was really surreal driving down on the M20 between the parked lorries on a horrible rainy evening. It was like something out of like a horror movie. Silence, wet, cold, people stuck in their cabs. I think it was basically we're doing it because, if I'm stuck somewhere like that, one thing that'll lift me, because like I said, we work around the world in refugee camps. One thing that lifts people all over the world is a warm meal. So that was the aim, is to see if we can reach out, provide a hot meal to lift the spirits of these guys who in a way in a little prison in their cabs on the M20 without no services, no shops, no access to anything.
I can imagine. I can imagine, Ravi, the absolute joy with which these hot meals were greeted. It's quite an operation and put together in a very short space of time. So you were focusing on the M20, not the drivers who were at Manston Airport, but the drivers elsewhere. I mean, what were they telling you about their ability to access any other food?
No, I mean, we're working with the Coast Guard, the police and the highways agency. It's amazing, the teamwork. Sometimes we get a bit annoyed with emergency services when they respond to us on social media or whatever, but they were doing an amazing job under such difficult circumstances. So we are working on the M20 because that's where our need was, according to the Kent police. So we're happy to work with anywhere. The drivers we spoke to a couple of days ago, they were a bit down, a bit despondent. They wanted to get home for Christmas. And yesterday, when you look at someone, it was a horrible evening, raining, and they're looking through the cab and they're on their own. They don't need to say anything. You really, honestly, you can just, when you're right there in real time, looking at that person a few feet away who just wants to get home, words are not needed. Just that look tells you that, thank you very much for coming to help us. And it means a lot. So you can see they appreciate it. But the faces really do tell a very sad story. It's a horrible situation. People need to see the human side.
Ravi, good to talk to you, and well done for the huge efforts of your community helping those drivers stuck on the M20. Ravi Singh from KhalsaAid there. Now, we are going to take you live to the House of Commons. This is the Science and